Good evening. My name is VeAundrea Smith. I am a 5th grade inclusion teacher at Vista Grande Elementary, which is located in Rio Rancho Public School District. I serve as a special education teacher in my classroom. I have been teaching in Rio Rancho School District for 6 years. I've been teaching in New Mexico for 13 years, and I have been teaching for 25 years. As a teacher, I have been faced with various challenges and accomplishments. Both motivate me to be the teacher that I am. A challenge that I have faced as an educator is becoming a special education teacher. Having the idea of being a special education teacher is nothing comparable to being one. My first year as a special education teacher was 2 years ago. My first year was not as difficult as I had a mentor teacher that helped guide me through completing IEPs, progress monitoring, and anything that had to do with special education. A majority of the students that were on my caseload that year had disabilities, of course, but were able to still access the grade level curriculum. My second year was a year faced with unexpected challenges as I had a new caseload, which was pretty significant in numbers, with various disabilities and no mentor teacher to guide me. However, I didn't let that discourage me because these students still were able to access the grade level curriculum. I looked at that as an opportunity for growth. What I didn't expect was for our cross-CAT class, which is a class that services students with severely intellectual disabilities, to be dissolved. That meant those students had to be placed elsewhere in the school. My first thought was, what would happen to these children? 2 children in particular in that class were 5th grade age and were able to be placed and were about to be placed in a kindergarten class because they were intellectually kindergarten level. However, they weren't kindergarten size. So jumping out on a limb, I told my principal I couldn't let that happen to those students. I would take them into my classroom and do what needed to be done. As I was still new to the special education scene and was still learning the ropes, I had no clue what to do with intellectually disabled students. But I told her I would figure it out and I would make it work. Those students came into my classroom with beginning kinder skills and no sense of structure. They were included in all classroom activities and events, and even though they were given their own curriculum to work with during math and reading, they left my classroom reading, writing, and completing math on a 1st grade level. Their parents cried because in all of their years of education, they had never seen that much progress, academically or in confidence. They were ecstatic in what they saw in their children. What started out as a huge obstacle ended up being a huge accomplishment. Thank you.